Hi everybody, it's Sage of Stone. This time we're going to be playing against Control Dirt Rune, which is a deck that I've actually never seen before. Every Dirt variant that I've ever played against has been either like an aggressive burn rune deck or like at the very least some kind of mid-range. I've never seen somebody try to go for like the long game with this deck. So my expectations of the matchup that I was playing from the get-go didn't really play in my favor. I feel like he almost got to beating me because I played against the wrong deck. Obviously, from the beginning, I always assume that I'm playing against D-Shift and I'm about to lose. But, you know, no turn 1 or turn 2 spells generally means that either they're bricked or they, you know, aren't going to be playing D-Shift because they've got so many 1 and 2 cost spells that they will have something. They will be playing something that early. But when he drops 2 Earth Runes, I know for a fact that it's going to be a Dirt variant. Like, it's not him splashing a Dirt Rune so that he can play Concentration and draw more cards and go off harder with D-Shift or something. But overall, this early game isn't too threatening. He's got no power on the board. I can freely drop down a Blood Moon with no tempo loss. He plays Ancient Alchemist, which is actually a really strong card now that I look at it. That is, you get rid of 1 easily obtained amulet, and then you get 3 2-drop 3/3 wards into your hand. That's pretty good. So I go ahead and get that off of the field because, you know, I still think that this is an aggressive deck and he's just, you know, not on his game plan. So I wanted to keep my life total high. I find out later when he actually doesn't attack me with one of his guys that was not what he was about. And it got a little uncomfortable from there. So I can see now that I used my Evo points pretty unwisely here. A lot of this health that I was taking measures to sustain was, you know, not going to be relevant at all. I think I ended the game out at 20 life. He never really started trying to get aggressive. He played... I'm going to go back at the end of this video and count exactly how many of these Guardians he's had out, because I think it was around like 20. It's gotta be around 20. I cleaved through so many of these things. I played the Spawn because if he didn't play another Conjure Guardian, I could potentially just whack his Guardians with like Azazel and then kill him and just be done with this match. But he did play a Guardian. He did kill my Devil, so there was nothing I could do about that. I just decided to go ahead and clear off his field, try and get back into an aggressive state and menace him, because I've noticed that he's playing a very defensive game plan, and I don't want to let him, you know, get to a point where he's safe from all of my damage. He has the petrification for my Spawn, which kind of sucks, but it wasn't super relevant. I kind of think I should have dropped that mask there just to get it out of my hand, because there are a couple times where I do overdraw in this game, and had I known that the matchup was going to be what it was, I'd have definitely played all of those out of my hand, because he seemed pretty content to not do any damage and just try and deck me out, which I guess is pretty smart. My deck has a lot of draw power, but the problem is like I have so many high cost bomb cards that if you're forcing me to draw into a bunch of them, you're going to have to deal with them. And Rune has a lot of answers. They also draw a bajillion cards through this, but you can't stall out against like 7+ drops forever. Like, there's not enough value removal in the class to do that. I decide to take out this Melvi because he doesn't he doesn't immediately have something that he could do to kill my Emeralda, but I mean, he did draw into the board wipe. I'm not too concerned about that, though. I'm rolling the card advantage right now. I've still got tons of bombs. And he has Mr. Full Moon, which was literally the only card I think that he could have played, like, aside from a ward, that would have saved him from Azazel on this turn. So, props to him for having exactly what he needed when he needed it. That's good deck design. I've just never actually seen Mr. Full Moon outside of Take 2, so it took me aback. He drops Gingerbread House and decides to go for the kill on my spawn, which I don't understand why he would do that. Like, it was a 1 power forever dude, but I guess he just wanted to make sure that he was not getting hit by anything. I attack him for 1 and drop Bahamut here just because, like, if he couldn't deal with Bahamut, then he was in death range, and I have removal in my hand, so, like, even if he dropped, like, 2 dudes thinking he'd be safe, he wasn't. But he did have the Petrification, and he starts dropping these laboratories, I think they're called, just to play even more of these Guardians. And, you know, that sucks. That card's really good, but, like, it doesn't really do too much until you get, like, more than 1, which he does have more than 1, but I draw into my Bahamut. And I attacked here first with the Devil because I was thinking about just dropping my other Devil, but I had Blood in the Water. He's at 13 life, and I knew that if he couldn't stop my Bahamut, then he was just dead. So I just wanted to keep putting him in dead range, and he doesn't stop it, and I kill off one of his guys and am able to go to face for exact lethal. At the last turn he played, he was emote spamming, and when I actually dropped the Temptress Vampire, he disconnected. Like, when I hit him with Bahamut, he disconnected, so that I had to wait an extra minute. So he must have been really salty to have gotten that close and then just died to multiple Bahamuts. But, you know, I thought it was a good game, even if he didn't, and I hope that maybe next time he'll enjoy playing me if we ever get paired again. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe and tune in next time.